So this was an actual event that happened to me when I was very, very small and I was going shopping with my mom for a back to school session. We have this really cool outdoor mall near my house, and my mom and I were going shopping. We stopped by the art supply store and got some things that I would be needing and a couple of extras. We stopped by a couple of different clothing stores, and we were aiming to go to the grocery store last so we could bring everything straight home. We had gone to a couple of basic stores like Kohl's and Target, TJ Maxx, but there's a really good sale going on in Old Navy, so we decided to go to Old Navy even though we never have really gone there. So we go, it's all fine. So we're in the Old Navy, it's all fine. There's a there are actually some really good clothes at the time that fit me. I was about 8 years old, and we started piling them on and getting things in the changing room, and my mom was looking for clothes for her as well. And we were in the very back part of the store, and at some point she sent me to the front to get a cart because we had that much clothes. So I do. I go to the front of the store and I grab a cart, and it's a pretty big Old Navy. You wouldn't think it is just by looking at it from the outside. It looks kind of tiny, but once you're inside it's surprisingly huge. So I go to the front of the store, and I grab a cart and I'm running back towards my mom trying to find her. She can be pretty elusive in the store sometimes. And I realize that there is a grown man following me. Of course, this really scared me because I'm an 8-year-old girl at the time or so, and I was always very petite. I was the smallest in my class pretty much always. And my mom is constantly paranoid of like this sort of thing happening, and so she kind of raised me to be extremely paranoid of this exact situation. So I didn't really know what to do. I was going towards the back. He kept kind of like managing to cut me off somehow in ways I can't quite remember. I couldn't really see a whole lot of other people, and if they did, they seemed distracted. I was seriously considering like screaming out or saying, "Leave me alone," or kicking something over or something, but I was also just in so much shock, and I just wanted to find my mom, or at least like a store employee who maybe could shoo him away. But he kept following me, and I could not find my mom, so I decided to just run. I literally just ran away from him while pushing this cart, and excuse me. At some point, there's this game that I had played with my mom when I was even smaller that she always hated because it involved me basically playing hide and seek in the store. I'm sure a lot of other kids have done that. And I would jump into like clothing racks, and she like wouldn't be able to see me. So I decided that that was training for this exact moment, and that the only way I was going to get away from this man was to hide. Which is great because I'm super tiny and I've never lost a game of hide and seek. So to this day. So anyways, I run from him. I do a couple of corners. I imagine it might have been a little easy for him to lose sight of me because I was so much shorter than the clothing racks, even though he was like tall from what I remember. Like I think I might have been obscured from what he could see. So at some point I ditched the cart. I like had pushed it forward to maybe make it seem like I had gone a little bit farther than I actually did. And I jumped into a clothing rack that was closer to me at the moment from pushing the cart. And I hid in that clothing rack. I watched him walk past it. I perhaps considered that maybe this guy was just a normal customer, and maybe he was trying to tell me something, or maybe he didn't realize he was following me. I don't know, but he just walked past where I was and did not see me or find me. And I didn't hear him interact with the cart at all. Like he didn't push it, and he didn't seem to like linger or meander in my general vicinity. So I waited a few minutes. By this point, I imagine my mom was like super freaked out. Like, what's taking her so long to get this cart? But I waited a few minutes to make sure that he was gone, and then I peeked out through the clothes. I couldn't see him anywhere, so I really quickly got out, grabbed the cart, and like just ran to where I thought my mom was in the back. And I finally found her, and I told her what happened, and it really freaked both of us out. So we just purchased the clothes that we knew already worked. We didn't bother to try on any of the new ones. And we paid for the clothes and left. And to this day, I still live in the same house, and I still go to the outdoor mall. There's a lot of things there, like Target and stuff. There's some nice restaurants, etc. And, you walk past the Old Navy pretty often too. But because of that experience, I refuse to ever go into that Old Navy ever again. The end.